Hi again. Um, right, we're moving on to a really exciting part of the course. It's called calculus. Well, I find it exciting, but that's because I'm a geek. Calculus is one of these things that people often talk about in hushed tones because it's seen as a very kind of difficult and esoteric process that only really intelligent people can do. I hope that when you start working through this, you'll realise that the basic method of calculus could be taught to an 8-year-old in about 10 seconds. If you can subtract 1 from a number, you can basically do the first step of any calculus problem. But what is calculus? Calculus was invented by 2 people simultaneously. A guy called Leibniz, and another guy that you may well have heard of called Isaac Newton. And they both came up with the same method at the same time. Newton invented calculus to help him solve some problems with his universal law of gravitation. Leibniz came up with the method to solve particular mathematical problems. They came up completely at the same time. Newton spent best part of a couple of decades trying to prove that Leibniz had copied him, which he hadn't done, but unfortunately the poor man's name was besmirched at the time. Ironically, we now use the notation that Leibniz invented. So he has some kind of prestige in history now. So when you see the actual way that we lay things out, the way we write it down, that was Leibniz that came up with that. Now, what is calculus actually about? Calculus is really about coping with rates of change. Okay? Things speed up or slow down or change the amount that there is there or reduce the amount that there is there in different ways. For example, if I hold a stone out over a cliff and let it go, it will accelerate. Its speed changes. The rate of that change is what we can use calculus to help us find out. So calculus is very good at working with rates of change. When I perform a calculus, a differentiation, I'm working out a rate of change. So keep that in mind as you work through this course, that you're working out rates of change. Very often when I get students in and they do a differentiation and they get an answer, I'll say to them, well, what does that answer mean? What is differentiation for? And they just look at me and they've got no answer. Okay? So keep in mind that when you're doing differentiation, you're working out a rate of change. And a rate of change means how quickly something is changing.